Hey guys, trying to figure out what's wrong with my 2003 Dodge Stratus. It's having issues shifting and slipping, and it, just kind of dies, goes into limp home mode, which is second gear only. I'm using my Actron here, and I actually already ran the diagnostics on the check engine lights, so we're not going to go through that, because if you don't know how to do that, you shouldn't be watching this video. So, the codes that I have are listed here. Come on, focus camera. There we go. Pause it here. Pause it here if you need to take a closer look at those, but all of that, that's a lot of codes just for a transmission, so all of that is telling me that I need to go take a look at the, wow, what the hell do you call it? It's basically the power box for the transmission. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. We'll probably leave it in the comments if you're watching this. But to get to that, we have to go into this big old mess of shit. So the first thing you want to do is going to be a cover over this fuse center. So just pop that off. And that'll give you your positive, which, up here is the negative. Disconnect that, and then you can disconnect the positive if you really want to, but you don't have to. Whenever I have problems like these, I like to just go through and make sure all the fuses are okay. And they were. I already did this. The battery is way the hell down in here. I don't know why they put it down there, but it's a freaking pain in the ass to get to. And what's even more of a pain in the ass to get to is the place we're going, which is way down in there, right on the top of the transmission. So the first thing you got to do is get rid of this air box right here. All of that has to go. And I've already loosened everything up, but this right here you need to undo. Mine's broken, so it's kind of easy. And then over here, undo this here, and that'll pop up. Already unloosened it, by the way. And then your air filter will come out. And good lord, look at this thing. That needs a good cleaning. Huh, somebody has not been doing their maintenance. We'll set that aside for now. And then once you do that, this thing here, if you put a screwdriver down in this tab and push and kind of pull on this, it'll pop out. Right now it's popped out. And there's another tab on the bottom side too, but it's pretty hard to get to, so I just do that top one and then kind of muscle it out. And then this whole thing will pull right out. Look at that. Not a bad idea to clean this while you're at it, because any dirt and shit in there will go right into your carb. And you can't see on the video, but it's pretty filthy in there. You saw the air filter, so set that aside for now. And where's my flashlight? Aha. So when we get down in here, immediately I can see there is some sort of oil or fluid all over everything. Look at that. Dripping all over. This box right here is the module that you're going for. Transmission sensor module, I think it might be called, or who knows, but right. It's hard to hold a flashlight and a phone and point, but give me 1 second. This whole thing back down in here. All of that. And these are the connectors right here, and they are just absolutely covered in some sort of an oily dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that off. There's underneath this cap here, there's a socket head right there. I don't know what size it is, and I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to figure it out on your own, but I think you just pop that up and this comes right out. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll go to the next video. Alright, so right here we have two connectors. The top one is black, bottom one is kind of a beige color. I'm going to disconnect those just so I can get this conduit out of the way. Because when you get down in here, that thing is just a frickin' mess, by the way. But it's all hooked into the same harness here. So by disconnecting that, it'll kind of free up a little room to mess around and get all these other things unplugged so I can pull them out and clean the shit out of them because they're frickin' filthy. So that's the plan for now. That bolt runs all the way through this connector, by the way. So just loosen it up and pull the whole thing straight up. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys all the liquid, and most of that dirt that's in there I think came off when I pulled the rest of the wires out on the connector. But if you look down in there, all that shininess is a bunch of, I don't know what it is, transmission fluid or oil, or somewhere I've got a leak and it's dripping down into all these circuits. This one, you know, I'm gonna have to check these out. They look pretty good. It's not really wet around the connectors, and it's up above, so I'm thinking it's coming from somewhere up high. But way down in here there's another connector. Not sure at this point what that does, but I've got a bajillion codes on my sheet over there, which means I've got a lot of things going wrong, and there's a lot of connectors here that are covered in this oil. So I'm going to spray some electrical contact cleaner on this baby, and then I'm going to, I don't know, probably spray some brake cleaner or something and try to clean all this grime off so I can start taking these things apart and cleaning them out. And right now, that's my plan, is to get all these apart, clean stuff up, put it back together again, and see if I have the same problems. Because I think at this point I'm just having a lot of shorts, or, you know, something is going on with this oil. So I'm going to try that out and we'll see where we go.